divert everybody. You remember that Boondocks thing that where Martin Luther King supposed to die or was come back to life in Canada somewhere, and he was in a coma, and he came back and saw what Negroes was doing. They was shaking their behind and all that, right? And it just run him crazy. Imagine if Malcolm was here now, what he would do. What would even Booker T. Washington and them would be going around in circles, right? If they saw what the Negro came out of in slavery and this is what he is now, or allowed himself to be now. Our leaders allowed themselves to be led to lead us into this. We blame it on them people. Okay, now we got a chance to fix that. We do, I'm talking about right here. We're going to make a shot at it. Everything we ever tried, it came out. Everything, I'm just talking about personally. Everything we ever tried, it came out. So I expect that the stuff we talked about here is going to be all right. I expect the United States government will be shambles within the next sooner or later. I expect it. It's already a shambles, right? And remember, we talked about this stuff years ago before it started happening. We said Trump is going to bring this boy down. And he did. He did the no-nos. You can't. The election is not real. That's what they say about third world countries, right? Hey, he's tearing up the country. We just got to keep the country together. They're tearing it up so it'll be a useful tool for the Zionists, right? The Zionist is happy because it's a big, weak dummy. The Zionist is doing it, right? They just they don't need a strong America that have vision. They need a big, weak, stupid America. The Zionists control the movies. The Zionists control everything that these dummies is watching, right? That's why they stupid. Excuse the expression. That's why Americans is crazy. Crazy, unhappy, suicidal, alcoholics. I mean, the kids in school. Does anybody go to university around here? Kids? The people is drunks. Binge drinking. White kids binge drinking. Negroes drink, but he said, I got a class sooner or later. Boop, and then he stopped. White kids don't do that. They stick their finger in their mouth, throw up, and go right back to drinking. Let's put some more down there, right? Can you imagine? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with America? Okay, so I'll close with this. We have to save America and happen to save the people that's running around in it. I mean, I guess since you got to fix the Negro up, if the white folks want to come along, there ain't nothing we can do about it. But the white folks that's alive now is not the same as one generation back. The police is 2 generations back. You could see the attitude is a little bit different. So, it's our job. And if they don't like mixed race people, they better get out of America because all the kids, half the kids, what is the numbers is like, most of the kids now is mixed, poor things, is mixed race kids. So you can't, after a while, it just ain't, it's a new thing. Anyway, no, it's just finished. There ain't nothing you can do because all the kids can't hate each other. Well, they can, but they don't because everybody is you don't see it here as much, but when you go to California, soon as I come over the mountains and I be going, there's a prison out that way. Soon as you hit California and at that there's McDonald's and all that gas station and all that stuff there. All the people are going to visit the prisons. And you see Hawaiians, you see California right there. It looks totally different than the rest of the country is starting to look that. So goes California, what do they say? So goes America. White people are not the majority in California anymore. California is looking so bad, it's distressful, and there's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it. And the cost of living, houses cost more in California, and they've fallen down than they do here. They're not the American dream, the middle class that's stabilized, all that stuff is gone. That stuff is gone. Okay, I'll put it this way before closing. The other people don't know where to go. We know where to go because of Islam. That don't mean we want to make everybody Muslims, but we got enough sense to rescue them from self-destruction, headed in the right way, right? And that's the whole thing about compassion, kindness, the Quranic values. Yeah, that's what we want to implement with Allah's help. That's what we've done so far, and it ain't hurt nobody. It ain't hurt nobody here. Anybody have more questions? Yes. Wa alaikum salam.
Yes, I think one of the symbols of we look where we are, where we're going. I think we might have to isolate New York or California, either one, sometime both. There's I think a new mayor elect out in New York, Adams, and before he got in, he showed really strong signs of leadership. Whatnot. But I think in many of these cities, I have a thing on a radio show called the 100 Black Mayors. And it's a lady in Atlanta that connects them. And they're going to some things for Africa and connect those men. They're buy-selling trade with Africa. There's a lot of things that are going on that are closely related to what you're talking about. I really thank you for holding the conference. And please excuse my tardiness.
No.
But all praise is due to Allah. Brother man, you hold on to the Lord for God. And we'll hold that with you.
Inshallah, inshallah. No, alhamdulillah. No, see, it ain't nothing but hope going around. There's hope popping out of the woodwork. No, so that's what we're going to do. We're not going to let that bum, a crackpot, run our lives. He going to only place he can go is where he goes. He goes to the crazy house. And he going to drive you right to the crazy house, right? To the insane asylum, to sickness, ill health, not only fornication, adultery, but everything else. He don't even know what he want to be. You know what I mean? You got a choice. You got a choice now. You say, what choice is that? Well, you want to be a girl? Hell no. What are you talking about? A girl, you could get beat up talking that to a grown Negro. Well, don't you want a choice? Hell no, I don't want no choice. A nigga come out as nigga, that's all he is. A choice? It's ridiculous. They push that. Them people need help. They need help. You need a choice? Yeah, okay. How about trying to do something good for a change? Yeah, that's a big choice. Any more questions, any more comments? If not, what time is it? Is that time enough for okay. Well, we could pray now, and then on the way out, we could have whatever we have down there. I think there's turkey, chicken, gravy, rice, all kind of stuff. So enjoy, and there's plenty of it. With this little crew, you can take 2 plates, 3 plates. Take something home to everybody. Yeah, it's enough. It's more than enough.